You are going.
It's 3 o'clock, and I will call the meeting to order. We will start by privilege of the floor number 1, and I don't see anyone to enjoy privilege of the floor number 1. So we will move to approve the minutes of 2/14/19. Rich, did you get a chance to read these?
I did. I've got 3 or 4.
Yeah, I have some of those too.
All right. My first thing is line 26. Anyone have anything before 26?
No.
My question is, what is white goods in our things we can't dump?
White goods are dishwashers, stoves, refrigerators.
All right. Why don't we change that to appliances?
Yeah.
Did anybody else understand what white goods were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, they used to be white.
Oh, not if you go to Windsor Village. There's still avocado. All right. So if we could just change that for simplicity.
Major appliances or something
Yeah.
like that.
Or any appliances, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, 28 didn't ring right to me. Should be given to the associations and property managers. I think it's right, but is there a better way of saying it? My question is, when Rob Loud asked this question, was he asking that these proposed changes be given to them in advance, or just the new regulations be provided?
New regulations be provided, I think.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear on that.
So is that everybody
That's
else's
what
right?
I think. Yeah.
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 All right, then my next one is 39.
Yeah, I have one on 39.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm in 39. It's right back there.
Get rid of the if.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Then I also had a question on 47. What does C/D stand for?
Construction debris.
I think we should write out the word construction debris,
Okay.
please. I thought that was what it was, but
C and D.
all right. And my next one is 88, if anyone has anything before that.
Nope.
88, the word is the form of snow rain. It should come out. Or it should be in instead.
Is in.
Is in the form.
Right. All right, and then my next one is 94. Anyone have a question on 94 or just me? 94, it goes, what is the responsibility of the town and solid waste disposal?
You can get
What
rid
the
of what is.
responsibility of the town is.
What the responsibility, or just say concerning the responsibility of the town regarding
solid waste disposal. So get rid of the and change it to regard. All right. Then my next one is down at 148.
Yeah, I have that one too.
I have 127.
All right, what do you got?
Effected should be affected.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He
I have
reads.
130.
Yeah, well, someone.
Oh, 130.
What do you got on 130?
There's no requirement to how it would be spent, meaning it could be, yes, the funds is plural, so it had no requirement as to how they would be spent, meaning they could be spent elsewhere.
They could be spent elsewhere.
Referring
Okay.
back to
Well,
funds
good.
because funds
Yeah.
is plural.
So
Yeah.
it would and two, they could.
They could.
All right.
Both did, yeah. They would and they could.
Yeah.
All right. Anything before 148?
Nope.
All right, and 148 due to a missed.
Yeah, it's one that.
Due to
There's two.
a
Due to
missed,
in there.
right?
Yeah.
A missed payment.
Yeah.
All right, 155. Eliminate the plural on legislations, make it legislation.
Okay.
161. Put in bad, is the weather days, not weather days, is every day is a weather day.
Oh, right. Bad weather days.
All right. And that's it for me on that one. Anything else?
I'm good.
Nothing more from me on that one.
All right, then I will make a motion to approve these minutes as amended. Is there a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
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 All right. We will move on to the minutes of February 27th. My first correction is line 25.
Line 8 just closed the parents on at the end of the sentence.
Got it.
Got it.
All right. Anybody else on 25? Well, I could be wrong with that. Somehow it just didn't continued to be tracked due to the rental of the truck.
It was a little confusing.
Final shouldn't be plural.
Monitored or?
Yeah, we'll say monitored due to the rental of the trash truck and associated costs, and then start a new sentence that says final bills are expected soon. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't think I had anything else in this one.
I had something down in 104. No one had anything before that.
Something on 63.
63.
63.
I think it should just be grant components.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't find that one.
He's on
Well, I thought
vacation.
I wasn't sure if it was something plural.
Yeah.
And then-
104.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
103 and 104.
104?
Yeah, 103 and 104,
Yeah, it's kind of-
it's kind of, that whole sentence is kind of
Yeah.
messed up.
Exactly. Maybe if you could say citing both his and his wife Birdie's longtime ownership in Waterville Valley.
Okay. And then drop the multi-generational family thing.
I think that can stay in there.
I think multi-generational family thing is more important than
Okay.
ownership.
Okay, good.
So what are we doing with it?
Yeah.
So we're just changing it to long-time ownership in Waterville Valley with a multi-generational family history.
Good.
Is that okay?
Sure. All right. Rich, anything else on this one?
120, 121. I'm sorry. Let's see. 121 is plural for the town board. And there's something missing in there.
Getting people to volunteer for town boards is difficult. And presently there are 7 vacant, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was missing.
That's missing. It's there.
No, it's missing is difficult after the word boards.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Anything else?
Not for me.
All right. Let's get a motion to approve those minutes.
So move,
Second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Let's go to the 20th.
and something on line 81.
I've got 36.
All right.
Should it be for the solid waste ordinance? Missing ordinance?
Or just for solid waste. This was a discussion about why we didn't add another 10,000 to the budget for the solid waste department.
Yeah.
For the solid waste department. Let's just add department there.
Okay.
Okay.
And 72 is my next one.
All right.
I do not believe we need the apostrophes in
Apostrophes.
Tuesdays
Yeah.
and Thursdays. So it's just plural.
Got it.
So it's just
Yep.
YS.
All right.
And I had 81 in proud partnership with the White Mountain National Forest.
is. I think
Yeah.
it's a thing of tea.
Okay.
All right, I got 99. The area will be watched daily. Daily didn't ring right for me.
Will be checked daily for improvement.
Okay.
Regularly, checked regularly. Is that right? I don't think we're checking it daily.
I go regularly.
It's about checking the dam area. So we're just checking it regularly. Is that okay?
And then that should be so as to resume work.
So as
So
instead of two.
as to.
All right. Anybody, anything else?
Just one on 116 is my last one.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Again, it just doesn't read quite right. An email received from Carol Sanger resigning from, or in which she resigned from.
I'm sorry, 140,
116.
116.
116.
Oh,
And then you
sorry.
have to fit from as a trustee. Resigned as a trustee. Maybe get rid of the from. In which she resigned from.
In which she
resigned
in
as.
which she resigned from, or
Just take the
resigned as a,
Yeah, just take the from out.
in which she resigned as a trustee. Yep, okay. I haven't got
That's it for me.
All right. Anything for you, Margaret?
Nope, nothing more.
I'll make the motion to approve these minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. We are caught up with our minutes.
We are.
All right, we move to the financial report. And I have a couple of questions.
Town buildings.
Town building.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, town building is one. And park services, that is, we are underspent because we haven't hired that person,
That's
correct?
correct. Yeah.
Library. Now, the library renovations, is that a separate line item
It is.
somewhere else?
It is.
Okay, so that doesn't flow into that.
Medical. Just,
Heating, fuel, so can I go back to town buildings first?
Yeah.
So, heating fuel, obviously we're front loaded on that. So we're about 75% spent on that line item. And we, electricity is about 50%. So those are the two items that are causing the
Now, is electricity...
electricity. We have a lot of electric heat in here. So
Right, but the
that
air
will-
conditioning...
we have no air conditioning.
Okay. You answered my question.
So
Yeah, I'm getting grimaces from office.
I just turned off the extra electric heater in the office. So as long as
Okay.
we don't drop below freezing again, we should be pretty well set. We're going to turn off furnace as soon as we can, but it's going to
getting
be
cold.
summer first. So
Okay. Rich, any questions on the financials?
No, I'm okay.
Margaret?
what was it
did
on
I-
medical?
medical, Chris, do you know offhand? Was it probably?
We've had a couple
Oh,
physicals.
LR. No, it's Lakes Region Mutual Aid Association.
So the bill
We
came
have
in.
a single bill,
Yeah.
so their
Yeah,
bill came in.
That's
So
a one.
that's what
One
put
shot.
that ahead.
And I assume the solid waste is because
It's
of
because of the
Truck,
truck.
yeah.
truck.
Yeah.
But we think we have that covered.
I'm not going to say anything because the old truck could break again. So
Is the old,
No,
is-
no.
are
Don't
they
jinx
for
it.
the old truck?
yeah, I mean they're working on it every day. Brakes and there's stuff every day.
All right. And when is the new truck getting here?
So far, beginning of June, beginning of July, end of June.
Give us a year.
No, there has been no issue.
Okay.
He's gotten the chassis when he thought he was going to get it.
Yeah.
So they are currently,
And he actually got the ball rolling prior
That's
to town meeting voting it in.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
He took a chance on us, so we got a couple of weeks.
Okay.
early.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's start with department heads. Chris, nice to see you back.
Good to be back.
This is a while.
Yeah. Well, the ski area is closed now, so now we're wrapping up our winter season, getting ready for spring. Just nothing really out of the ordinary to mention. Everybody's good.
Good. I noticed there were a lot of pullovers in the last couple of weeks. Is that because of the national program?
Can I ask a question? What makes you notice that?
I just noticed.
Like just visually, just being out there seeing it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but there was something on the news about public safety, and there was a national push for pullovers.
Yeah, it really doesn't have anything to do with that. What we found was there was some complaints we got from people speeding around town.
Yeah, there was. All winter we.
Yeah, and we actually, to be totally frank, we pushed the guys a little more to be a little more vigilant on that stuff. So that's.
I'm not complaining at all.
No, and I'm glad you're noticing that. It's. I think we're really making a difference out there.
I think people were getting a lot more aggressive now that the snowbanks were gone. They were thinking that, everything's clear. And we're seeing a lot of people driving way too fast. There was a lot less traffic, but the traffic that was here was going a lot
So
faster.
to answer your question, we're focusing more on traffic now than we have been.
Right. Okay. And we're writing tickets as well as warnings, or?
If need be.
Yeah.
We really don't like to write a lot of tickets if we know that somebody, first time offenders or people without, a significant driving record, we're just out there getting people to slow down.
Cool.
So to answer your question, not a whole lot of extra tickets, but a lot of actual warnings.
That's good work. Thanks. All right, and all the ambulances and fire trucks and everything's working great?
Everything's working great.
We don't talk
I
about
know.
it. It's like, don't look at it and it'll be okay.
Isn't pretty much everything in public safety is fairly new through our
Oh
rotations?
yeah, no, we're
Relative.
The cruisers are both new,
Yeah.
reasonably new. The ambulance is fairly new.
a few years.
It's 5 years old.
Yeah.
The oldest truck we have is almost 20 years old, but it gets the least amount of use. So it's it's a relief that we're in really good shape now for quite a while.
Great. All right. Brooke.
So we hired Eric Amaro, who he's doing one day this Saturday, but his official start date will be May 14th as the Parks and Adventure Programs Manager. I'm still interviewing and looking for people for the summer. We're still looking for a seasonal maintenance person, one camp counselor, and maybe a boat staff. So we're in pretty good shape. We've hired a bunch of people, but we still need a couple more. The fishing derby, as I'm sure you know, has been officially moved to June 15th, Father's Day weekend. So we have tried to put the word out by email in different ways to get people to come. It's a 10th annual, so it's a pretty big year for it. We're hoping we get a good turnout. That will also be the day we open boats. So generally, we open the boats Memorial Day weekend, but still we'll open them June 15th this year instead. The rec will be closing this Saturday afternoon through April 28th for the annual maintenance, so the gym floors can get redone. We put out the notice. People are aware of it. It's something we do every year, so there should be no complaints there. Sending away our climbing units to be recertified. They have to go off to Colorado to get recertified, so that will take them out of operation for almost a month. But it's such a slow time of year, it doesn't really have an impact for us. Got the bus. I went down to Concord and got the plate, so it's operational, and that's exciting.
What are we doing with the old bus?
We're keeping it in service. That's why I had to get another set of plates, because we're going to keep the old bus. This summer, we're going to be having programming that happens simultaneously, so it'll allow for simultaneous programming that require the bus. Locally, though, we're going to keep the old bus.
No trips.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to keep the old bus local. And by local, I would include Campton,
Yeah.
you know, as that such. What else do we have? Right now, I've been meeting with the marketing firm, CG Studios, to work on a marketing campaign and a slight tweak to our logo and some other things. As soon as I have something that's concrete, I'll share it with you. But right now, it's been sort of going through some revisions and some ideas of what it's going to be. It's getting closer. They've been asking for a lot of information about, you know, they kind of roll it out with all these ideas with the path around the pond, the guidebook, the patch program, all these things that we have going on. But right now, by myself, I'm kind of in the weeds trying to get everything else done. So we need to get all of this stuff sort of out before we can get the marketing program really rolling out. And right now, I don't think that the engineering and the ability to get in is going to allow for us to have that project complete around the pond until, you know, probably late summer, early fall. So
At the earliest.
yeah, at the earliest. So
I mean, we can do the engineering, but, you know, we're getting so far behind on the construction season that it's going to be an issue.
right. So we're doing all we can. The patch program is something that we can do, you know, immediately and have as a part of our marketing. And we still will have that presence on social media and such. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that update. I did also give the update to the WVRA meeting this morning with some of the programs that we have. They're excited about that. Talked a lot about the walking map, which will probably replace, you know, the valley or the village map that the mountain always produces. It's a tear-off map, which is very useful, and we all use it. I'm sure you're using the realty office, right, Mike?
Realty maps.
Yeah. Well, we talked about how we would like to streamline it, and so the chance and hopefully that we'll be able to use this new walking map that shows the town core, you know, Waterville Valley. This can be what we can use for everything, so we don't have to have 3 or 4 different maps out there. So that's the plan, and we talked to the WPRA about that today.
And I was just thinking about it this afternoon. Another good thing would be to get this electronically, and Chris can add it to the public safety.
Okay.
Just so if someone's using it and referring to
Yeah.
it, that we have the same,
Yeah.
because he has everything digital.
Yeah, and so I think that's what we need to do is we all need to get on the same page about this map so that it's what we're handing out to everyone, and it's what we're using to show people, okay, this is how you get from the rec department to, you know, Snowy Owl. I mean, we all use it in different ways, so something that can work for everyone is sort of the goal, and I think everyone liked hearing that. There was some talk about an adventure pass, which will be offered again from the mountain as a pass that you can go by. So you know how the Freedom Pass, some people have wanted to have the Freedom Pass for locals and taxpayers, residents live here, and we don't have that ability. So the Adventure Pass is just a product that they sell at the mountain, which someone can buy. We're also offering a boat upgrade as a part of that.
Excuse me. Would that adventure pass include what mountain athletic club? No, it's just the mountains.
It is, but they're also offering a boat upgrade as a part of it. So, you know, it's basically their product, but it is a solution for the people that live here that want to have, you know, the mountain bikes, the chairlift, what are those things called? The resort boards, you know, all these things that they have. So it's just a solution, which they just started midsummer last year. And again, it's an opportunity for us to be involved because the boat upgrade. And then the last thing I have is the Trail Collective meeting is their annual meeting is this Saturday at PSU, and I'll be going to that. WVAIA will be there, as well as many other players that, you know, and partners that we need to meet, and Eric, the new employee, will also be joining me on that. So hopefully I can bring back some information.
And was the Easter egg hunt last Saturday?
Yes, I forgot about the Easter egg hunt. The Easter egg hunt was last Saturday, and it was a huge success.
Okay.
Yeah. I
mean,
saw Mike there,
don't
but
we usually have it the day before Easter?
well, we do, but because of the way Easter fell this year, it would have been like the weekend before going on vacation. A lot of families would have been gone. It was just kind of a funny landing this year, so we just put it a week before, which a lot of towns did. I learned, and we had a great turnout. You didn't know it was kind of an overcast. The sun came out at the end. It was nice. And the Easter bunny was there. That's the important part. Any questions?
What can I say? gotta have these.
Couple of quick suggestions.
Yes.
Notify the SAU about the change in the fishing derbies,
Okay.
and maybe they can get it through their newsletters.
Okay.
And maybe if we could get a big sign for the fishing derby that we usually have up by the Campton Bridge, Campton Dam, saying new date, new time, so we can eliminate a lot of people making plans and heading up here expecting a fishing derby.
Yeah.
Because you can put it out a million places and a million people won't see it.
Yeah. And one other thing about that, Mike, is this particular date is also the Lincoln Fishing Derby date.
The 14th or?
The 15th, the same exact day.
Yeah.
So we learned that after the fact. There's not really another way for us.
It'll be what it'll be. We
Yeah,
have
exactly.
To do what we have to
And
do.
I'm going to let them know. I'm going to call them and let them know, hey, this is just a temporary thing. We're doing it this year only, but just to let you know about that.
Yeah.
So
But it'd be good to let the schools and
All right,
schools.
That's a good idea.
that's a great idea. I will contact them.
Rich, do you have any questions for either Brooke or Chris? I forgot you were there.
No, everything sounds good.
Okay. Mark? Okay, great. Let's move on. There's not a lot of stuff for you today, Jim.
Well, I can report the new plow truck is here, so we're all very excited.
Great. Now,
Just in time.
why don't you wrap it in mothballs and put it away somewhere? No playing with it.
We would have done that, but it arrived just in time because the old plow truck is in the shop. So we're rebuilding some the front end on that, so we're able to do all of the work in house, so that's good.
Yeah.
The boys are out trying to fix the major potholes today. We'll get caught up with that hopefully as the weather allows. We got rain coming in, so it's going to be a little iffy towards the end of the week.
Are we supposed to get a lot of rain or just?
4 days.
Yeah, kind of 4 days of off and on, and 1 day of probably all rain. So, but and of course the new loader backhoe is here, so we're pleased with that. What else? Oh, one of the pumps at the Cascade Booster Pump House is down for repair, so we're only running on one pump.
Was that anticipated?
Not really. There was a slight leak which just got bigger, so we've ordered up the parts we need to fix it, and we can fix that in
And the
house.
3 houses are not occupied
Right.
now.
Right.
The bean vendor houses.
Yeah.
Those are the houses that are serviced by that.
All right, and we understand some of those houses aren't getting any water.
2 out of the 3.
2 out of the 3 that we know of. Yeah.
And I heard from Rainey about that. I guess Rowell's was up there.
Yeah.
And left an auger tip in there.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
In their in the
In the
house's service line.
Yeah.
Not in our line.
So
What happens when the water pressure comes on? Will that cause the line to rupture, or will it send that thing flying? Or will it actually act as a seal?
it shouldn't act as a seal because it's smaller than the pipe, and
it'd be
I mean
stuck.
that's between the homeowner.
Oh no, I
and
understand.
Rouse,
I'm just
but-
trying to think anticipation of what's going to happen up there. Because even though it's a homeowner's responsibility, they kind of look to us for any kind of guidance and advice, whether they take it or not is their own
Right.
idea.
I don't foresee any huge issue with it. I don't think it'll actually restrict the flow.
I talked to Rainey about it, and
Yeah.
he's going to keep an eye on it, and
Yeah.
he'll work with the Diaz and see
Okay,
because it was their service line that broke in.
right. No, I heard that. I'm just wondering, will it affect us? If the,
It
I
should
don't
affect us.
anticipate
could, the
it'll affect.
could one of the pumps have failed because of the back pressure of not being able to get there, or that doesn't make any sense? Does it?
No, I don't believe so. No, it's just something that's been there for a long, long time, and it just got worse. It just got to the point where you knew you had to fix it. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's usually water around those pumps a little bit anyway. So it's a repair kit that you can buy and replace all the seals in it.
Right, and at this time of year, is there a possibility that we'll be running less solid waste than normal to maybe make up for how we ran over?
Yes. Traditionally, if we
Well, I just want to caution,
Mhm.
we always have
Yes,
a
exactly, we
drop-off.
always have a drop-off.
I don't foresee that we're gonna have
A greater
a
drop-off.
greater drop-off than we normally have.
Right.
I think we're gonna run ahead in that
Right.
department
Oh, no,
for the whole year. So,
I've got you there, but I'm just wondering if there's a possibility that we could work a certain way with slower, thicker,
well,
maybe try to get a little leaner during the slow time.
actually, I hope we don't run. I mean, if we start to catch up to our normal amount, as far as expenditure goes, then there's less people here than we normally have for the rest of the year.
No, I'm
So
not
I-
talking for the rest of the year, I'm just talking for this time period.
Oh, this time period, can you pick up less? I mean, I don't.
That's what I'm
we
wondering, because
already are
A
not
lot of
picking up
residents are gone,
Right.
full-time people are gone, as well as the last of the tenants are pretty much leaving this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering for the next month or so, can we look at trying to run leaner, or are we gonna have the same amount as we normally do?
I would anticipate
Just
that
wait.
we would have the same amount as we historically do for each. In other words, I keep track of how many tons each month.
Yeah.
And so I could go back and I could look and I could say, well, historically, during December we haul 100 tons up, and during April, May, depending upon when the mountain closes, because that's a huge load as well. Then we'll be down to 48 tons. So that's fewer trips and fewer pickups in town. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Well, I don't anticipate that we would be, if historically it's 48 tons.
Would we be
I
down
don't
to
think we're
30?
going to be to 40.
No.
No, that was my question.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think that.
no.
All right.
I don't anticipate that
No,
at all.
40's our baseline.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whatever the number happens to be.
Yeah. Okay.
What else do I have? Oh, I've contacted. There's kind of a new, neat technology out there now for fixing what we're fixing now: potholes, problem areas, places that where once you have a pothole and you don't totally replace all the pavement, you always have a pothole. So, but there's excuse me, I got a cold, but there's new technology out that's infrared, where they actually come in. They don't have to dig up the pavement. They heat it up, and then they spray some oil on it, and then you put add a little more mix to it, and it's all done right in place. And it's like a really nice seamless patch, and it's kind of cool. So I've got a guy coming in to talk to me about that and some crack sealing towards the end of the month. So it typically for most of the stuff, it's less expensive than cutting the pavement out and getting rid of it and repaving. So
Does it work on road edges also?
that is one of my questions.
But it works on cracks.
It works on alligator cracks. It works on trench cuts, where people have gone into our sewer system and had to cut the road. It works on those. It works on areas that are problematic with potholes, and seems to be kind of neat. And so, if it's a cheaper alternative, it's actually would be probably better and hold up better. So we'll
Does
see.
it have a history of dealing with winters like ours?
Yeah, they're doing it all around the Northeast now, different places. So,
So there's two other things that I have. We're going to meet with the guy from Pavex.
yeah, I just haven't heard back from them yet.
As soon as the road situation clears up enough. This is Brock's paving company to come in and survey all of our roads and help us plan out the CIP projects. And what was the other thing? I've lost it. I will think of it in just a second.
Well, we'll come back to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
All right, we will move on. Next meeting, May 8th. Everybody here?
Mm-hmm.
Rich, are you back by then?
Yeah, I'm back on the 4th.
Great,
it. And we have North Country Council coming in for
Yep.
May 8th.
great. All right, we'll go, and the planning board is on the 9th. All right, the abatement for Q1 trash fees. Is this the final abatement?
Well, there's $20
Right.
left, and then,
Right, do we need to make a motion for this?
yeah, so.
Rich, are you aware of what this abatement was?
I am. We discussed it, I think, some time back.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I will make a motion to approve the abatement for the $20. Is there a
Yeah.
second?
No, it's $33,150.
That's what I thought. You told me it was $20.
No, there's $20 left.
Oh, okay.
So there will be another
There'll be
abatement
one more
that'll be
abatement.
for
That's what I
$20.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
All right, then I will up the amount to
Thanks.
$3,150. Is there a second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye. All right. All right, then we'll move to the
Thank you.
VIA funding disbursement.
Yep.
I don't see a problem giving them the $3,000 that they always get. But the $10,000, weren't we gonna just pay their bills for this, or
No, we
we're
want
gonna
to
give it to them?
No, we want to give it to
All
them.
right, then, someone make a motion to give them the money.
So move that we give WVAI the $10,000 that the town voted to
Yes.
give them in 2019 at this time.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
okay. Well one easement, I'm gonna excuse myself from that conversation, I think. Well, I can contribute it.
Yeah, you can contribute. I don't think you will.
Well, I had a question about it because doesn't well 3 get treated in that pump house?
Well, not anymore. We're gonna move the treatment to the new treatment building. We're gonna discontinue that line.
But if we get well 3 operational, we're not connected to the new building yet.
Right, but the well building is not involved in this easement. This easement is just for the wellhead protection area,
Okay.
and we've discontinued the well, so there's no need, unless Jamie Emery comes up with a reason, which we
Yeah.
can't think of anything.
Has Jamie
That would
been
be-
advised of this?
Yeah,
And-
he just hasn't gotten back to us yet.
Okay,
So I was basically asking you that if he comes back and says there's no issue, can we
yes,
just be?
exactly, if our expert says
Right.
it's not a problem.
Okay, that's what I was asking you.
Yeah.
All right, does that need a motion?
Yeah, if you would, and then.
All right, Rich, do you wanna make that motion?
I move that we accept the recommendation of our expert with regard to the easement request by the water bill company.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, land purchase. Now, I had a question on this thing you gave us here on,
4114A.
yes, 4114A.
Yes.
Now, does the town meeting see these requirements for other meetings?
No, town meeting voted
Right,
to give you the authority to accept land or sell land
right.
during the year. So town meeting can vote to appropriate money for you for a specific parcel of land to buy,
Right.
like they did with lot 43. But if you come across land during the year that town meeting hasn't voted on,
That's what I meant.
you can use contingency, and you could purchase land, like in this case.
For $1.
Well, the reason that it's $1 is the purchase and sale agreement that you signed included these lots. However, the town meeting warrant article
Only
did not.
included the one.
So the town attorney is saying separate them into two
Mm-hmm.
purchase and sale agreements and go through the 4114A process with 2 public hearings and a vote and purchase the
Right.
other lots for $1.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
We have to go through this process.
Yes, you have to go through the process.
Now, the question was the process gone through on the purchase of the first parcel?
Yes, you held the public hearings
Okay,
before
right, and those are the
town
ones
meeting.
I excused myself.
That's right.
All right, good.
Yeah.
And the planning board and the conservation
Well,
commission both had hearings?
We need them to go through the hearings on the small lots. They're okay as far as 43.
Okay, but they
Okay.
did have those hearings that are required.
The planning board did. I'd have to go back and look at the minutes for the conservation
Okay.
commission. And there are not public hearings on the planning board and the commission, it's just a written letter.
Yes, it's
So they
their
know-
review. It doesn't say hearing.
That's right, it's just a review and a written recommendation to you.
Okay.
So it was in the CIP for the planning board, so it was covered there, but I have to go back and look at the Conservation Commission.
Okay.
But they will still have to write you
Right.
something on the
Yeah,
three
the
little
three little
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
Sure. So what do we need
And-
to do?
We will schedule the first hearing under 4114A
For the
at the May 8th meeting.
Okay.
Okay, and then you'll have your second one at the meeting on the 22nd.
Okay. Great. Rich, you on board with us?
Sounds all good.
Okay. Good. All right. Written bid on the Ford F-550 truck.
Yep.
Who is Daniel Miles?
He is a gentleman who gave us a bid on the
Did
F-550
we
truck.
did we put a proposal out for bid?
We did not put out a proposal bid, it's been word of mouth, it has not been in the newspaper or anything.
Okay.
Quite frankly, it's a lot more money than I thought we were gonna get. That's why I'm recommending that you accept the.
Which vehicle is this?
It's the retired
The
plow truck.
retired plow truck, the one that has the flatbed on it, with the cracked frame that we
Okay.
had to take out of service.
Now, let me ask you a question.
This is not the one that's in the shop right now.
No.
This is an older.
That'll be
This
next
is
year.
the oldest one.
Will this
It's out of
will this
service.
vehicle pass inspection?
No, that's why we're selling it as is, where is, with no warranties.
Okay, but
Yeah.
can you do that? Can you?
Yes,
Okay, just want to be sure.
yep, no, he's aware of the
All
crack
right,
in the frame and,
Then let's say that Mr. Miles has just bought himself a truck. Is that okay with everybody? Rich?
Do we have to make an official motion?
yeah, I would make a motion to accept the
I so
$1,200.
move that we accept the bid for the Ford F-550 in the amount of $1,200 to Daniel Miles of 37 Page Road, Hampton, New Hampshire.
I'll second
I
it.
second the motion.
Okay, you can second it, Rich. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, great.
Aye.
All right, let's move on to old business. Dam project update.
Yep, so I sent this schedule to Rich, so he has it. This is the updated schedule, and then the contractor's email. The biggest thing, so on your, first of all, on the schedule, everything to the right of the shaded area, there in the middle, in red, is what needs to be done between when he begins work
Yeah.
again and completion of the project. So you can see on there, he's still got all that work between April 29th and
Yeah.
June 14th. But he is requesting, the email is an email that he sent to the town engineer, the contractor. He is requesting that we start thinking about a change to the substantial completion date. You can see in that paragraph. So he's nervous that he can't even get in there on April 29th, which is his current proposed date for remote. Right, Jim? Have
That's
you got
correct.
anything else to add to that?
No, it's gonna, site conditions, if they're not favorable, he won't even be able to start them.
No, I got you.
I'm most worried about that. I did not have that email when I sent out your packets. But I am concerned that in that email, he's asking for relief already. So,
It's, if you read between the lines.
well, he's
Yeah, you
pretty
have
much
to read.
saying it. He's pretty much saying it.
Oh, he pretty much,
He pretty much said it to Jim and I
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah, no, it's.
so he started that first plan, the timeline plan that he had 8 weeks from remob in the spring
To
till
substantial.
completion on June 14th. And he's already down to 5 weeks when he begins on April 29th, if he can.
Yeah.
So we're getting to crunch time.
Okay, we'll just do the best we can. Unless there's an alternative. I don't see any alternative.
There's no alternative if the ground doesn't cooperate, because DES isn't going to let him dig in there.
No, and he's not going to try to dig and put stuff in when the ground's
That's
still
right.
moving.
And he can't get compaction, so DES isn't going to let him put the concrete blocks on the ground. So
I don't know much, but I know that little bit. Okay. Vehicle purchase lease arrangements.
yeah, I just wanted to update you. They already told you we have all the financing is done, and everything came in under budget.
By how much would you say?
I probably $2,000 or $3,000
That helps.
or more, but that'll be every year. So the payments will also be less than what is in the
Right.
CIP.
So what happens to that money?
It'll go to fund balance
So it's
unless
can it be used for contingency?
no, it was
somewhere, or
appropriated
designated?
for a
Okay.
specific amount or for a specific
Can it
purpose.
be used for repairs to those specific vehicles?
Well, no, the two vehicles are under warranty, so we
Yeah, but
would-
once the warranties are gone.
no, we can't. It'll lapse at the end of this year.
Oh, okay.
It isn't a reserve. It was for a specific
Yeah.
purpose. So if it's not used for that purpose,
Or if
it'll
we
go
are
to fund balance.
to get really esoteric about it, say we blew out a tire or two, which isn't under warranty.
Sure, I guess we could do that.
Or if there's another piece of equipment that we found lacking in some of these vehicles.
We can't. Oh, in the vehicle
Yeah,
itself.
specific
If
to the
we
vehicle.
wanted to add something to the vehicle, like if Jim
Like an
had
aftermarket.
an aftermarket part or
Yeah,
whatever.
or like you might have one deck and you want a second deck.
Yeah, or if there's a fire extinguisher system or something that we wanted to add to the bus
Or a
whatever.
part that's designed
We
to
could do
be
that.
obsolete. You might want to order that extra part
Yeah.
now and have it here.
We'll take a look at the vehicles
Yeah.
and let you know if there's
Okay.
something like that. But
All right.
anything else that you can think of, Judy? I mean, both of the lease companies were very
Yeah, I
good
didn't
to
look
work
at the
with.
exact amount either. It's been just too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Confirming vote for the K. Gore interest forgiveness.
Yeah, we communicated with you by email on, you had some questions when we brought it up at the last meeting. There was some confusion
Right,
about
Yeah.
where the amount came
Right.
from.
right.
So we communicated, Judy, I think.
Yep,
sent
I
you
had an email from every one of you guys back. It was much more clear, but then there still needs to be the vote to,
Yeah, so this is.
because there wasn't an actual
I will
vote.
make
It was
a motion
tabled.
To approve the abatement. Or is it abatement or
It is,
forgiveness?
it is a forgiveness, interest forgiveness.
Interest forgiveness of K. Gore. Well, how much is it? $135?
135. Hold on.
I'll second that.
132.57.
I knew it had those numbers.
$132.57.
Okay, seconded by Margaret. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Hiring update. We've heard that the rec has hired somebody. And admin.
We have hired the admin assistant. He will begin on May 1st.
He?
Yes, Nick
Nick.
Giuliani. He's seems really great. We can't wait to get him in here. He visited today to get some paperwork started and asked what he could study before he came in so that he was ready to begin. So we're happy with that.
First job?
No, a guy who knows what to do. I mean, seems pretty squared away.
He's enthusiastic.
Very
Local?
Yep. Lives in Campton.
Wonderful. All right.
I didn't put it on the, because I wasn't sure how you communicated with them on the commitment, or if you did while I was gone. So the water and sewer bills that have been sent out, I have the commitment sheet for you. If you want to sign that.
come in and sign it on, what is it, the 6th, I guess?
Okay, that
Monday?
you're back.
Is that okay?
Yeah, the Monday, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, all right.
All right, we'll move on to correspondence. We have this lovely letter from Sophia.
Yeah.
Sophia, yeah.
Which is very nice of her to write and let her know that what she cares about, and that we want her to know that we care about what she cares about.
Absolutely.
And we were working on it, and we really appreciate the time she spent writing this letter to us.
Yep. Yep.
She
in
here
honor
at
of her.
North Valley Elementary.
I assume she is,
Yeah.
Sophia. Yeah. Did you help her write that?
I did. That was news to me. That letter.
That was good, though.
Was it?
She's
Yeah.
really nice. So.
Now, is this a picture of her over here?
I think it is. She's recycling.
Yeah.
She's recycling. So
Nice hair.
it's really cool.
Very nice letter.
She has sung the national anthem
Yeah,
a few times for us at
at the
4th of
fishing.
July. And
Oh,
Was it
yeah.
the fishing derby last year and the national night out? Not the 4th of July, I don't think.
she did.
When?
Now, whose child is she?
Maybe.
Pardon me?
Whose child is she?
She is Amanda and Wayne Roswell's
Okay.
child.
I thought that she missed the S.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
I thought she might be the Rowell area.
Oh.
She's missing an auger.
It's in the water service line. How far have you been there?
All right, and we also got a nice little note from our new executive council. Is he going to come in and visit us?
He wasn't planning to unless you have something that you need to talk to him about.
Nothing today.
Nothing today, but I mean, he seemed very willing to come back and meet with you.
Wasn't he a
there is
state
any-
rep somewhere? Or?
He
I know
was.
his
He
name.
was.
Jerry.
I'm sorry. What, Rich?
I think it was Jerry was going to come by, wasn't he?
No, not Jerry. This is Michael Cryans, who's on the executive.
Michael Cryans. He was one of our county commissioners.
Like down at Sanberton, maybe? Or down
His name's
Tilton?
familiar.
Yeah, it is.
So
Okay.
he's got quite a, and he's on a. When he stopped and dropped that off, he's actually visiting all. I think he has 161
It's got the
towns.
got the most.
Got the most. So, and he's actually about 30 or 40% of the way through visiting every single one of them. So,
That's good for him.
so he's working on it.
All right. Privilege of the floor number 2. Anyone got anything?
I would like one other thing on correspondence that we
okay.
got today was notice from the White Mountain National Forest that the environmental assessment and preliminary findings of no significant impact have been issued on the Wanosha Integrated Project. So that includes the
East Pond.
not East Pond, down Route 49 with the
Smarts Brook.
Smarts Brook
Okay.
and the trails improvements and the improvements here at the campground. So, so that's a good thing. And there's another 30-day comment period on this filing, but they are getting closer to actually starting that.
Good stuff to know. Because we're moving forward in a way we want to.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff we want to.
Yeah.
Great. So, is there anything for non-public?
Yes, I got a couple of
All
things.
right. Well, I'd like to thank everybody.
Thank you.
Anybody who stay?
Thank you. I'm looking at Ron.
It's about Brock.